Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So here I would like to explain you about what is superstition and popular culture. So before it, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Noralifa Penistiati. You can call me Benny. I'm from 7th semester. So, okay, what is superstition? Superstition is that happen, but it's not real. It's just perception for the people in Indonesia. So superstition is we believe it in something, but it is not real. So for example is if you don't clean your room properly, you will marry a braided man. So if you don't clean your floor in your home, you will get or marry with braided man. This often means that by some family member when I didn't finish sweeping in the floor or didn't finish my other chores. For example, is I will scrape me up because but it is wrong marrying man with a barret. There must be funny story when people created this superstition in the past. So they believe that if we don't clean in the room cleanly, so we will marry with a pregnant man. So the second example is if you are using an umbrella indoor, then your mother will die. So this has happened in my village. Heard this one very often when I was a kid. First time I tested it out, I scared the whole day for my mom was well-being. It's just a superstition or perception in my village, especially. And then I will give you example again. You can go out at night if there are only three or you, or else the last one will be beaten by a shake. It's also happened in my village. So the third line, why? Because I was thinking that if a snake to come in our house, there won't be three of us anymore, but four. So we will say be safe together, right, Mr. Say, right? So it's also happened why it really happened in our village because they just believe or they perception that superstition is very real in our world. We cannot change their mind because they believe that it is very believable in their village. So that's all for my explanation about what is supervision and its example and the others. So thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, for the second explanation is about popular culture. So I would like to make tell you about explain you about what is popular culture that I choose in a country. So the first one, what is popular culture? Popular culture is about the famous one in country, or we can say pop culture and then culture. It's like that. So I will give you example for that. So I take one. It's about a country in Brunei. So the culture of Brunei is strongly influenced by Malay cultures, the Islamic religion. The culture is also influenced by the demographic makeup of the country. More than 2/3 population are Malay, and the remainder consists of Chinese, Indians, and indigenous groups such as Dayak, Dissens, and Kazakhstans. So for the language also in Brunei, they started using Malay because the language spoken by the ethnic Malays. And Brunei population is the official language of Brunei. However, the most widely spoken language in Brunei is Brunei Malay. which differ greatly from standard Malay is areas like the pronunciation, lexis, and syntax. In addition, there are many other Malay dialects spoken by indigenous communities such as Dayak and Iban. And also, the religion in Brunei, Islam is the official religion of Brunei. Because what? Muslims make up over 78% of the population. The Constitution of Brunei states that the religion of Brunei Darussalam shall be the Muslim religion according to the Shafi'i sect of the religions. So for the sport also, the football is extremely popular sport in Brunei. Take it. And I will give you example like very Brunei is the popular culture because it's very different with Indonesian. For the first one, it's using veil is in here, so we just using veil with long shirt in there on there, so they can using veil with a short shirt. It's okay, it's because of their habit. And also like if we wanted dim lamp in car, it's very in here in Indonesian we call it, if we dim lamp, so we give the dim lamp to across us, right? In Brunei, if we dim lamp, so we such like we must stop it on that street, so we must take it the car in other side. So that's all for my explanation about popular culture. So I take it one. It's about Brunei Darussalam. So if you need more info, you can search in other website. Thank you very much. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Intan Andini and my student number is 032. And the next topic we're going to talk about is slang words. Do you guys know what is slang words? Slang words is words or phrases that are informal language, and it is typically seen used in speech more often than writing. It can be specific to a particular group of people or context. Therefore, the meanings of words may not be apparent to all people. Slang words help us express emotion, which no word otherwise exists. But where do these words come from? We went back to the beginning to learn how our latest cultural vernacular was born. And in this occasion, we're going to talk about modern slang words. The first one is legit. Most people might think this word originated with Mick Hammer after he released his 1991 hit Too Legit to Quit, but it actually sold out during the latter half of the 19th century in the theater groups. They used the word to refer the legitimate drama, also known as a well-written piece. And the second one is adulting. Adulting is a very popular word among millennials who often use it jokingly when they engage in adult-like behavior such as preparing taxes, buying a home, or moving around. The exact origins are a little murky, but it supposedly first showed up in 2008 Twitter post. Then it took 6 years to enter the mainstream and gain notoriety on Urban Dictionary in June 2014. And the third one is throw set. Throwing set could be a non-Olympic sport, as it clearly requires math skill. The word was first propelled in the mainstream after its excessive use on RuPaul's reality TV show Drag Race. And now, everyone from fathers to grandmothers use it to carry out passive, aggressive acts online and in real life. If you want to know how true set throwers perform, look no further than the start of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's so steady over there, it's hard to imagine how any of them see career. And let's just move to the next slang words. The next is ghosting. Ghosting, no matter how you use it, ghosting never means anything good. The act of ghosting, which describes someone quietly exiting an online conversation, has become popular because of the explosion of dating app culture over the last few years. There's no clear origin story of this word, but it seemed to have organically arisen in post 2012 dating app boom. And the next is ghosting. No matter how you use it, ghosting never means anything good. The act of ghosting, which describes someone quietly exiting an online conversation, has become popular because of the explosion of the dating app culture over the last few years. There's no clear origin story for this word, but it seems to have organically arisen in the post of 2012 dating app boom. And the last but not least, extra. Extra, commonly used to describe a person who is over the top in some way, dramatic, or doing the most. Extra has become somewhat of a feature when it comes to millennial slang vocabulary. Extra first appeared in Urban Dictionary back in 2003. However, according to dictionary.com, its origins are Latin and was often used in medieval times to mean to be outside or beyond.